Not at all.
Jody, the first half was just unreal. I mean, there's good starts, and then there's that start. Was that just like it just felt like the culmination of everything that y'all put into this team kind of came to a head.
You know, it just you hope that you can have a offensive start like that where we just 7 to 10 from 3-point range. You can't count on it, but there was at the 4-minute 51-second mark of the second quarter media timeout. I challenged these guys. They had 16 points. I said, let's hold them to 20 for the half. That was the goal. I didn't know if we could keep making shots at that pace, but I knew we could keep defending and rebounding at that pace. And so we held them. They hit a 3, so we held them that last 4 minutes and 51 seconds with 1 field goal, and thought that was big. And man, just so proud of these guys. The last 2 ball games, just that's how you play defense at this level. I mean, these guys were just suffocating. They knew their assignments. They were solid in their fundamentals, their technique, and that's how you defend at high level.
When we saw the 3 juniors that are sitting next to you at Whittle Springs Middle, and you could see the potential, I felt like I saw what they were supposed to be today. Just everybody showing their full array, their skill sets, everything that they could do. Do you feel the same?
I do. I mean, I thought those guys, played just fantastic today. I thought all of our guys did. But there's, I know with these guys, the pressure that the external, stuff. I'm not dumb. I know, what they've gone through. But man, just to see them at your brightest stage, when the lights are the brightest, to play on both ends. That's the biggest thing. When these 3 guys came, they had some skill set. I don't know that they could guard parked cars, but they had some skill set, and now they are they're very good defenders. And that was just a constant theme through the postseason. You can't hide weak defenders this time of year. You can't hide them. There's too many teams are too good and too many good players, and so I just felt like as February rolled around, we got Taj back. We just became better and better and better, and especially on the defensive end, I've always felt like that's our strength. And when you can score, 82, man, it takes a lot of pressure off the defense.
Another story, you hear me? It's what everybody wants, and somebody else said to me today, you missed the football and the state champion in basketball. So how does it feel? It's just a blessing, It just shows every day you work, every day you put in the work, you're gonna get the results. Even if you don't see them, they're there. You just gotta keep believing and then keep working. That's all I really got to say. Is just believe, just believe. That's it.
I just felt myself whirling, man. First half, I felt like nobody could stop me out there, so I kept getting the ball, attacking, and got to my spot. So I already knew where to go, knew where my spots was. So it was a great feeling, second and first half. Second and first half. So it felt real good out there.
Yeah, and for the trio here, the Whittle Springs middle school squad, to go from having a regional championship back in middle school, losing the semis last year, coming back the year after, getting that gold ball. How does it feel to be able to do that?
Man,
set up for it?
It's a blessing for real. Especially when you have good people around you that's gonna make you keep working every day. You're gonna be successful for real. We got a good group of guys for real.
Tyler, looked like you're just all in your bag today. I mean, just step back threes, dunks, and what got into you today?
I was locked in from woke up to the beginning of the game. I was just locked in the whole time. I had to show my skill set what I'll really be doing for real, but yeah.
Coach, when did you realize this team was championship caliber?
I think I go back to when they came in as freshmen. With these guys, I knew what we had coming back with other guys like Marcellus and last year with Desmond Hatchett and those guys. But I think getting down here last year was huge. Just for us for these guys to understand, and that's what we talk about, the difference between being Knoxville good and Tennessee good, because there's a difference. They can get wrapped up in their own little world. But I think last year I realized these guys had a chance to be special, but they had to close some gaps in some areas. We weren't tough enough. We didn't defend with enough urgency and desperation at times. We were lackadaisical on the glass, and so those were areas that we had to clean up. We had a rough patch. You go back there into December, and we were. The record would look good, but we weren't playing at our level. We weren't practicing at a championship level. We weren't playing at a championship level, and so went up to the Arby's and just played poorly, and came back and lost the game again, and then Taj broke his wrist. But adversity, it's a great teacher, and it really is. And these guys, we talked about being in a hole, and we didn't get in that hole overnight. We knew we weren't going to get out overnight, and it was just a process. Trust the process. And so, these guys, they showed up to work, and I think we had a conversation with them in about the first week in February, and I said, this is how championship team practices. You guys have figured it out how to practice at a high level. And because of that, we became more consistent of playing at a high level. On the way down here, we were talking, and I think sometimes you can forget how hard it is, how hard you got to work. How hard the process is, and it's hard, and it weeds a lot of people out. But I knew these guys. I guess last year I knew these guys had a chance to be special if we could, again, close those gaps that I talked about.
Marcellus guarding number one, Chapman. His vertical so good. He can get any shot he wants to sometimes. Just discuss what y'all's defensive game plan was for guarding him.
It was really me. I had to be tight on ball. I couldn't give him anything, and as a team, it was one and done. We wanted them to get only one shot. That's what coach drilled into our head. One shot, get the rebound. That's how you close the possession, and really just making it hard for him, like making everything hard for him, denying him off the ball. Like when he get rid of the ball, don't let him get it back, and when he took his shots, just give it a contest. If he makes it, he makes it. You got it next possession. You gotta hunker down, guard down, lock in. Just every possession, it was just a step by step as the game kept going. So, that boy is a tough player.
And Jody, number 3, their big post. Just what was the scout on him and what y'all wanted to achieve against him defensively?
We knew that dude's a load. He's a big boy. But I felt like we had an advantage with Tyler. And if you noticed, we kept running a little set we called invert, where we were pulling. We just ran Denaj through and pulled Tyler out to make him defend in space. And that's when Tyler hit those threes on in the first half. But we knew we couldn't let him catch it at the rim. I thought we did a nice job. Tyler continually battled. He pulled him off the block. We had a good job with help on the backside. I know again that he had a big game the other day. I think we held him to 8 points and 6 boards. So I thought Tyler did a fantastic job with him. I felt like again Tyler was more athletic, and we wanted to exploit the advantage we had from an athletic standpoint.
So the extra day between the semifinal and final work.
I tell you, it did. I tell you, this has been people don't understand how hard this week is. We left Knoxville at 9 o'clock Monday morning, just to manage all that you got to manage at this stage, the games. 5 nights in a motel, eating out every meal, scouting, preparing. The whole things. These guys have managed it like veterans. They really have. I told the TV guy I couldn't be more proud. Win or lose, I knew we if we lost today, it wasn't going to be because we didn't do what we needed to do. The little things that you got to do, from taking care of your body to preparing. But this is this is a hard week. It really is.
It was great, man. Like, I knew when in 8th grade, we went to the championship too, and we lost to Bearden. And I knew it was going to be a championship team coming into high school. Just didn't know when. But today, we found out.
This has been a fun team. It really has. It's been a fun team. Just managing all the grind of a season and making it here to Saturday. But this has been a really fun team to coach.